Starfield going to PS5 is false, it's claimed. Speaking of Xbox. Reputable insider and leaker Nate the Hate has taken to Twitter to shoot down the rumors that Starfield will be coming to PS5. Earlier this week, a news report claimed that Starfield is, we know. However, things have seemingly changed, and now Nate the Hate's latest tweet suggests that the information is not accurate. Taking to Twitter, Nate said, "I've rechecked the info mentioned below, and the information suggesting Starfield was PS5 bound is false." Who's your source, man? Source, the black guy with dreads at GameStop. Trust me, bro. Whatever the case may be, the rumors of Starfield coming to PS5, in addition to various other rumors, including Indiana Jones and Gears coming to PlayStation, prompted Phil Spencer to announce a new business update regarding the future of Xbox. Bunch of shoulda, coulda, woulda. Yeah, Nate the Hate is just yapping. He trying to cash in on them impressions, boy. My man got a Gmail. I don't know. He don't even got a professional email. Where you getting that info from, bro? What company you work for? Here's some real important information right here. Stellar Blade Dev says they put a special button into her backside. That's what they see the most of, so we thought this was pretty important. How y'all feel about this? It's gonna have some elite ass physics in Stellar Blade. Yeah, y'all like that? The yams. The fucking yams. Oh, shit. Let's see. The PlayStation 6 will be the most powerful console next gen claimed. Elite gameplay. This is a crazy. Take this with a super grain of salt. I've never heard of this website, but they claim Sony is planning to make the PlayStation 6 the most powerful console of the generation, and such is not afraid to take as much time as needed to achieve this goal. A new video shared by Red Gaming Tech this week provides some updates not only for Sony's next generation system, but also the PS5 Pro. While Sony has yet to announce its mid-generation refresh rate, it seems more and more likely the consoles indeed releasing at third-party studios started receiving dev kits recently. So it sounds like, according to this person, the PS5 Pro is real. While this isn't a confirmation that the system's coming 100%, as hardware is canceled all the time, the fact that dev kits are getting shipped out suggests that Sony is going through with its PlayStation 5 upgrade, which will be released later this year. Would y'all buy a PS5 Pro? Would y'all buy it? Just finished the Mass Effect trilogy recently after seeing your W series. Better late than never. Better late than never. I gotta see what it does. I gotta see what it does before I would invest one. Maybe for like a video, but that's a tax write-off. If I was an everyday person, I don't know. I don't know about that. It depends. We know you're not buying no damn PS5 Pro, Cammy. You can't afford it. You just bought that damn brick on your head, that Apple Vision Pro. As for the PlayStation 6, the system has been in the works for around 1 year, and its specs like the CPU and RAM haven't been finalized yet. Sony is talking with development studios as of now to tweak the system, which is assuredly going to be powered by AMD technology, as AMD, Intel stay losing. I don't know if y'all know, but like all these consoles for like the last 5 generations have been AMD powered. Intel stay losing contracts, man. And what I say is because if you got an Intel CPU, you give an Intel to the feds. Get a rise so you can rise above the poverty. AMD is the only vendor Sony is considering. That's crazy. They're not even considering it Intel, according to Red Tech. This is somewhat new, and Sony was talking with multiple vendors, including NVIDIA for the PlayStation 5 before settling on AMD. So they go on, it sounds like CPU and GPU AMD. While the system specifications have yet to be decided, Sony is set on making the PlayStation 6 the most powerful console of its generation, and thus ready to take things slowly as the console's release window is said to be 2028. God damn, I'll be 38 when that comes out. Well, yeah, depending on the month, 37, 38. How this goal will be achieved remains unknown. You ever see like those dates and be like, man, I wonder what my life will be like. That's 4 years from now. I wonder what my life will be like then, you know? Well, I'll be driving more foreigns, you know? This big say the Japanese company is tripling down on ray tracing and path tracing. The latter not universally supported due to its massive performance costs, and machine learning and AI, especially in regards to NPC interactions. I wonder how AI is gonna be. You said I'll be pushing 30. God damn, what are you, 12, nigga? Interesting. So basically more emphasis on ray tracing, path tracing, and AI. Maybe we'll get some smarter AI in our Ubisoft games. I think as soon as the new generation of consoles arrives, then all the games should fully commit to the new generation. Damn, senior TBH. I'm gonna be 38, still looking younger than y'all. Remember, I don't smoke and drink. I don't do none of them drugs. You said buy AMD stocks. I would say yes, maybe like 5 years ago. What's AMD stock going for now? And this is not financial advice. Yeah, you too late, my boy. I'm glad I listened to Siggy. He told me to buy AMD stock. Oh, this is not AMD. What the fuck? AMD. What's their ticker? That is not AMD. Unless that is that what AMD? Oh, that is. My dumbass. I never knew it stood for that. I thought this guy. I never thought about it. I'm a dumbass. Oh shit, my fault. That's my fault. I'm glad. Anyways, going back to fuck you, Cammy. I never thought about it, yo. I never thought about AMD. To me is just AMD. I never thought it was a fucking acronym. I was like, oh wait, yeah. And then I saw the logo. I never knew that. I didn't know what it stood for. Anyways, yeah, I remember Siggy talking about this shit. I got mine for 91 way back. I got mine for $16. I think I have like 100 shares of AMD. Because Siggy was talking about, I remember like years ago, it was like $4 when he bought it, and then it shot up to 16, and he was like, buy it. This was like when I first got into like investing. So yeah, my $16 investment, like 100 shares, shot up to almost $180. So it's like, if you want to, I don't know how much higher it's gonna go realistically, but AMD used to be considered shit until they came out. That Ryzen CPU line saved them. I'm still not a big fan of their GPUs, but that Ryzen CPU shit, that took them to the next level. That brought them back. You're not too late to buy. Wait for the pullback, then buy some. Shit, crazy. Real adult conversations going on. Yo, shout out to Sauce with the sub. I appreciate it. She said, clip it. I hope your fucking Apple headset explodes. My 790 works great. I just like NVIDIA's shadow play. I love the shadow play. I'm joking. I don't really hope yours explodes. I'm joking. Star Wars Outlaws to release before the end of the year. Assassin's Creed Code Red Japan will launch by March 2025. Ubisoft CEO says. Hold up. Before we get into that, let's talk about the funny news with Ubisoft, man. This company, man. So I'm going to go ahead and call it right now. I'm not saying it will happen, but I'm about 80 to 90% sure Skull and Bones is going to get bad reviews based off of all the stuff that we know about this game. Development hell, the Singapore government's invested in it, constant betas, constant changes, constant pushing back. But to me, this was the nail in the coffin, and it's the funniest nail in the coffin to me. First of all, this game, how many of you guys know that Skull and Bones comes out February 16th? That is next week, I believe. That is next Friday. How many of y'all know that? Not me. Zuri did. That's one person. Most people do not know this game is coming out. I'm going to call it right now. I would be shocked if this thing gets higher than anything in a 7. I feel like my gut tells me we're gonna see some 6s. Because like long term, who wants to play Assassin's Creed Black Flag without being an assassin, just fucking sailing on boats and shit? And then also Sea of Z's already exists. But anyways, this comment was fucking funny. This article: Ubisoft CEO defends Skull and Bones $70 price tag, despite its live service leaning, calling it quadruple A. During a Q&A session as part of the conference call discussing Ubisoft's Q3 sales for its fiscal 2024, one caller pointed out that Skull and Bones now appears to be taking a more live service approach. The game, another live service game. The game's year one roadmap was recently published, for example. That's fucking funny. So like for those of you like to put it in perspective, they were doing their conference call like a business meeting, and the investors are on the phone. Like this is some like, okay, if you ever down like an yo, shout out to Kid Trunks. If you ever download like an investment app, like I have Robinhood on my phone, right? So like whatever company I'm invested in, whenever they're having like big fiscal meetings, it'll give you a link and you can listen in on the conference call and you can hear about the future of the company. So then you can decide whether or not you want to keep your money in that company or if you want to pull out. It's an earnings report. They have to report this to you, right? So it sounds like they were having one of these meetings and somebody was like, wait a minute, what about this live service? Somebody raised their hand and said, what about the live service meetings, huh? I mean, the live service, we don't like that shit. What's that about? The caller asked why Ubisoft was insisting on charging $70 for the game and potentially limiting the size of its player base, suggesting a free-to-play model better suit the live service mechanics and give it a better chance of building a community. That's fucking funny, bro. Gulamalat replied with the assertion that Skull and Bones deserves to be a full-price game because of its scale. You'll see that Skull and Bones is a fully fledged game, he said. It's very big in game, and we for the people will rarely see how vast and complete the game is. It's really quadruple A game that will deliver in the long run. This is fucking funny. This is, if I ever saw a meme ready, like they threw the volley up. If the game comes out and gets bad reviews, all content creators got to do is spike it down. It's right there. I'm telling you right now, if this game comes out and it fucking sucks, do not be surprised if you see a ton of articles and you see a ton of YouTube videos of people just mocking the fact that it's I've never heard this term before. What the fuck does quadruple A stand for? Triple A, to me, that like it's like the three core pillars, right? Like the audio, the visuals, the gameplay, and then what? Like I said the sound, the audio, visuals, the online, something like that. What the fuck does quadruple? What's the other quality that you're talking about, dude? He said this is next level. When you say stuff like this, it makes me think you don't actually believe in the game. Like, nigga, you're just saying shit, bro. You think it'll get more hate than Suicide Squad? No. And let me tell you why. I have a feeling this game will probably be worse than Suicide Squad, but I don't think it'll get hate. I don't think it'll get as much hate for the simple fact that what Suicide Squad had working against it is it had legacy. It's based in the DC universe, and then also your quote unquote, although I still don't understand why people were upset that you're killing the Justice League. It's in the title of the game. But that's one of the strangest part of the argument that we need to talk about. Niggas waited till the release. We've known this game has been coming for 3 years. Niggas waited until the release of the game to get mad that you got to kill Superman. Like, it was in the title of the game the entire time. But anyways, but yeah, that's what it had working against it. Legacy. People love those characters. They don't want to see them die. You got to keep in mind, just because you love video games, you love comic books and all this nerd shit, and you appreciate it for what it is art, doesn't mean the next person's like that. For every one of you, there's probably 3 people who don't wash their ass and they spray Axe all over their body because they got to make sure they read all editions of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin before the game comes out, because they got to make sure that the game is lore accurate. Anyways, you said ill Axe. The reason I brought up Axe was because there was a video that hit my sub box this morning. Not sub box, but on my algorithm. It was in my suggested. And I think it was like a CNBC video, some business video. They were talking about, can Axe make a comeback? And I just laughed. Like, nigga, when was Axe on? Like, only people who wear Axe is niggas who don't wash their ass. But I guess the sales are down. They lost kind of like their core audience because they grew up and learned how to wash their ass. So they're trying to figure out how to rebrand and whatnot. Yeah, Axe was big when I was like in middle school and shit. But you could fuck out of here with that shit, man. So we're going to keep an eye on quadruple. For shits and giggles, I'll put this on there. Skull and Bones is the first game. Are you gonna play Helldivers 2? If I hit my sub goal, I'll come back with a second stream tonight. All right, other Ubisoft stuff. Yo, shout out to John in 3D with the sub. Other Ubisoft news. Ubisoft has nailed the release date window for 2 major titles, announcing its third quarter fiscal 2024 earnings. Thursday, Star Wars Outlaw will release before the end of the year, and that Assassin's Creed Codename will release in March 2025. Shout out to King Juice, with the sub. Is Foam Stars free? Yeah. If I don't, like, because I might be too tired. I'm already tired. If I don't come back like tonight, if we hit the sub goal and I don't come back tonight, I'll definitely stream tomorrow. Like we'll do a weekend stream. Something like we'll do like a bonus stream. That I can guarantee. Because like it might be too late and people may not be able to tune in. Let's see. Moving forward, we're gearing up for a very promising lineup for fiscal year 2025, including the upcoming release of Star Wars Outlaws in 2024. What's the gauge on that, chat? What's on a scale of 1 to 10 with the 10?
Droid.
On a scale of 1 to 10. We just had an Android overload. The droid just went into overdrive. All right. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the most excited, how excited are you for Star Wars Outlaws? Which should be a major milestone in the video game industry. 4, 5, 5, 3, 4, 5. That's not good. 7 is the highest I've seen. 10 out of 10 for me. You're a Star Wars fanboy. I got my Star Wars shirt on actually. 5, 6, 5. If I had to give it out of 10, I'd say my excitement for it is like a 6, 7. My gut tells me this game's gonna be a 7 out of 10.
Droid.
Yo.
Droid.
Shout out to Ocam's Razor with the sub. I appreciate it. With the 10 get the sub. You said I'm coming back. I ain't guaranteeing I'm coming back, but I said I'll definitely, at bare minimum, I'll do like a stream on the weekend playing it because I want to get. Yo, shout out to Mac Got No Sauce with the 5 get the subs. Y'all really want to see some Helldivers. It'll give me another video to make, I guess. I appreciate everybody dropping subs. I appreciate everybody showing love. Shout out to Slim Pick. God damn, y'all going crazy. Going droid crazy. All right. That's enough droid for me. That's enough. That's enough. We turn that off. I appreciate everybody dropping subs. Don't be afraid to drop them anymore. I need a break from the droids. We trying to talk this shit. You said Black History Month. Yo, somebody in the comment section said on one of my videos, they said Black History Month. No, nigga, Black Hokage Month. I said, oh my God, why didn't I think of that? I'm doing a Black History Month series, and I didn't think BHM stands for Black Hokage. Black Hokage Month. It's a double entendre. Anyways, especially given the undeniable appeal of the legendary franchise that would be coming the first time in the open world territory, as well as Assassin's Creed codename Red, is set in the long-awaited feudal Japan universe. Ubisoft CEO said in a quarterly earning letter to shareholders Thursday, we look forward to revealing the full extent of the creative capabilities of the Ubisoft team, who are working hard to make these games a success that will live up to gamers' expectations. I think Outlaws will be a remarkable moment in technicality of gaming, but I don't believe in the gaming it'll be fun. What makes you think it'll be a technical, like, marvel? Like, what do you mean by that? I read, like, rumors that they could be implementing that tech from, what was that game called? Beyond Good and Evil 2, where you can like instantly go into space, but I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe that's what you're talking about. France-based Ubisoft's fiscal year runs between April and March, meaning that the latest Assassin's Creed codename Red would debut in the remainder of fiscal 2025, which means March 30th, so next spring. Yes, they are. So they are? Okay. Star Wars will be the first quadruple game. Yo, niggas is gonna start saying that shit, bro. It's gonna be like 7 out of 10 too much water. What do you guys think? You think this is the next quadruple game? Like, per Ubisoft, the company will unreveal its just more stats and shit like that. That's cool. At least having an idea. I think they do need to come out with like a release date, like a definitive release date for Star Wars Outlaws. Like the game's supposed to come out this year, and we don't know when it's supposed to come out. And this is a AAA game. Also, so people can plan. Because like people gotta stop putting out games like motherfuckers don't have other shit to do. It makes my gut tells me Star Wars Outlaws is gonna come out around Christmas, like Thanksgiving, you know, that holiday season. But they should give a definitive release date, because it also says to me that maybe they're not confident the game is polished enough. Like why is there no release date? It's coming out this year. You guys are a AAA studio, get it together. Codename Red, no biggie, because the game we're still like a year out from it. So like, but Star Wars Outlaws, they need to drop a release date soon and a new trailer. Is Skull and Bones still have an open beta? I believe so. I saw it on my TikTok For You page. I think that's all the news I got for you guys right there. Yeah. Let's go into the sub box, and then I'm gonna get on this game. It's a quadruple studio now. See, quadruple A studio. It sounds stupid when you say it. Quadruple A. All right, looks like I found the right stream. Hey, welcome to the stream. UVLSX2X4X Nigga, are you an Android? Like, bro, what's up with your name, man? Man, got that Android ass name. Welcome to the stream, dog. Do we have anything in the sub box? Any trailers I should be aware of? Contenders Arena. What is this? Star Citizen? Who cares? This fraud ass game. Did you see the Apex overhaul for season 20? I did. We talked about it on stream the other day. Ninja Turtles event. New JG video. Joe Budden's out of touch. Who had y'all think bigger, JG's or Joe Budden's? Dragon's Dogma official Thief trailer. Gotta look at that. Dark Light trailer. There's a new Apex season 20 trailer. Okay. Godsworn. What is this? Street Fighter 6 Ed gameplay. Man, I'm not gonna lie, they dropped this at the wrong time, dude. I'm playing Tekken right now. I be playing off stream. I do be playing off stream. I feel like I'm having a deeper appreciation for fighting games as I get older, because I can just hop on, play a little bit, then get off, like kind of like a Call of Duty. You do have to practice like your moves, but you get the point. It's like it's not like it's an investment and it's not an investment. It's as much of an investment as you want it to be. Yo, shout out to Woo with the raid though. Bears in Space. But it's like I can't play 2 fighting games at one time. Dungeon Stalkers, World, whatever. The Marvels. Oh my God, another trailer behind the scenes of Marvels. I didn't even want to see what y'all put out. What makes you think I want to see behind the scenes? Let it go, bro. Just put that shit on Disney Plus and be quiet. Evil. Huh? I've been the same way with first-person shooters. I just don't have time for 100-hour games anymore. I don't want to say I don't have time, because obviously it's my job. I'm just very picky about it. It's just such a... It can really fuck up your... Here's the trailer. It can really fuck up your flow to things. Look, there's Disney Speedstorm. I was talking about it. Apex Legends Season 20 new shield and leveling system explained. We'll check it. We got a lot of trailers. Goddamn. I just beat Hades today, man. I can't tell you how good that felt. I think it's an announcement for Hades 2 under the raid. I never played it, but I know a lot of people love that joint. Behind the scenes of Rise of Ronin. Ooh, hold on, wait a minute. Man, I want to buy a fighting game, but I was so trash. I remember during the Street Fighter 6 beta. I mean, if you play ranked, it'll put you against other trash players. Although I don't know now, because it's probably mostly sweats. I don't know. God damn, I got a million tabs open. This is very uncanny for Thursday and Friday. Thursdays and Fridays are always like the slowest for like gaming news. They got Lubu skins and shit. After beating Mass Effect 2 and now Dishonored, man, those are some serious games. Welcome to the Cultured Club. Soul Mask. Welcome to the Cultured Club. Beating all the good games. All right, man, let's watch some of this shit. What we got here? Contenders Arena. This shit looks ass already. What is this frame rate? Yeah, I seen that giant JP. It looked cool. Intense combat. There's also an intense frame rate. I'm good off this. Dragon's Dogma official Thief trailer. Mid-tenders. Soulsborne crossovers is crazy. We're gonna make the game even harder. I'm mad in the trailer they opened it up with this man slashing off his dick. That's a crazy way to start. Let's start our trailer off by cutting off a goblin piece. That goblin BBC. Freaking speaking of BBC, it's so funny. There was the CEO of YouTube released a letter talking about the future of YouTube and the platform for like creators. And I think it was like part 4. It was a video I was watching. It was like part 4. He was talking about, and I talked about this on stream. The number one growing stat on YouTube right now is more people are watching YouTube from their television than their, like it used to be mobile. Well, mobile's still the biggest, but the biggest growing sector of YouTube is people consuming video via speaking of BBC is a crazy way to start. Well, it makes sense. Let me finish my sentence. Let me just talk about it. It's listen, if there's any month I can talk about BBC, it's Black History Month, okay, guys? And he was saying in the letter to the community, the biggest thing growing with the audience is people watching YouTube on television because long form content is coming back. Like I told you, like the whole some jackhammers outside. Like the beastification of like YouTube is starting. People are getting tired of like that high energy kind of retention hacked. I have $1 million. I just bought a home and I'm going to give it away to a homeless person. Let's see how much fentanyl they can smoke. Will it be stepped on? Let's find out. Hit the like button. Like people are kind of getting tired of that shit. So like long form, more thoughtful paced content is coming back, which, you know, there's a place for that stuff too. But for a while, like there's a lot of, I'm not mad at Mr. Beast, but like all the copycats, they got to go, bruh. So yeah, people are watching on TV, and he was saying in the article that he was like, yeah, people are watching YouTube on they're watching a lot of things on television. They're gaming, watching YouTube, and he's like, if they want to consume the BBC, I was like, yo, that's a funny way to fucking word the fucking, hold up, letter from YouTube CEO. I was like, yo, that's so fucking funny, and they didn't. Let me see if I can find it. BBC, there it is right there. Okay. Number 3, YouTube's, the power of Google, by the way. Come on, guys. Learn how to use it. YouTube's next frontier is the living room and subscriptions. So this is from the CEO of YouTube. When I started YouTube, people thought about content from major studios and content creators as entirely different. But today, the stark divide is gone. Viewers want everything in one place, from a live sports game to the BBC to the Khan Academy and Nikki tutorials. So like the dude was reading this, right, giving the update, and like I just busted out laughing because I'm like, I don't know, I'm such an asshole and a troll. I be watching stuff, and the dude who was like, it's one of those he teaches content creators things, like, you know, I was like learning and stuff. And I was like, yo, you just totally missed a fucking joke, bro. Like it was there. It was there. This man said people want to sit at at their couch and consume BBC, and the joke was there. Come on, man. I was just like, it's one of those moments where I'm like, yo, maybe I am gifted when it comes to comedy, or maybe I'm like, I don't know. Because I was like, I would have made a fucking joke. That shit made me fucking laugh. But anyways, I love unintentional comedy. Shout out to them though. Doesn't that also involve the YouTubers who do those $1 or mystery gift videos? I don't know what the fuck you're even talking about. Yeah, people want more access to the BBC. That's just the reality of the situation. What's Darklight official launch? I've never even heard of this game. The official launch, really. Oh boy. How would you have spun it? I would have said news instead of BBC. Because BBC is the British broadcast company, right? So it's just been like, yeah, people will want to consume gaming videos, news. He didn't have to say BBC. I was referring to the homeless video algorithm videos you mentioned. Oh, I was just making a joke. I wasn't being like, I don't think anybody's making a video about homeless people smoking fentanyl, dog. It was a joke. At least I hope not. I'm good off this game too. I'm going to be working through Project Hornet. Upcoming PvE cooperative tactical shooter. Bro, what in the PlayStation 1 am I looking at? We're good off this trailer. I'm not gonna lie, like people who play games like this, I know this is not like politically correct to say, and there's no logic behind this. I mean, there's a little bit. It's more so like a hunch, though. I'm not gonna lie. People who play games like this just give me school shooter vibes. I'm like, what do you want to play this for, dog? It's a little too realistic. I'm getting school shooter vibes. Which, by the way, have y'all seen that clip that's going viral around Twitter? I don't know if I want to play it. I don't know if it's safe to play on stream. But there was a streamer that was playing Fortnite, and he's going viral because he said on his stream that he was gonna shoot up a black church or some shit like that. He had lost the game and he was mad, and he was like, F those N-words. I'm gonna go shoot up a hospital full of those N-words and all that. I was like, okay. He said, don't. Yeah, I'm not gonna play that clip. I was just like, on Black History Month. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, that clip is interesting for a multitude of reasons. A, like, you were playing Fortnite, bro. Relax. It's not that deep. But then B, so the FBI apparently is investigating him, and that's what the reports are saying. Just a friendly reminder, the only reason they're reporting that is because he threatened to shoot up a church and a hospital. Don't ever forget that, which, you know, of course is not good, but if he would have just said the N-word, it wouldn't have been a big deal. It's not the hatred, it's the fact that he wants to shoot people. Don't ever forget that. There's always layers to this shit. Anyways, what was I about to say? God's sworn official release. Oh my God. Yeah, his true colors flashed for a second. I'm good off this game too. Street Fighter 6 Ed trailer. All right, this joint better be fire. What up, OG?
This is Beat Square. Beat Square Station.
Ed with the Karen haircut.
Seriously? I'm not interested in whatever you're pitching. You really want me to punch a hole through you? So,
This voice act is
who
crazy.
are you? You need to learn to stop pissing me off!
It's true power. Edge Lord Ed.
I knew there'd be more of you.
Cloned BBC.
Let's go! Ring the bell!
Did I make anime content? I did at one point, like very short, but like, no, I've always mainly known for like gaming and shit. Exclamation point YouTube in the chat. It'll give you all my YouTube channels. But I've always mainly done gaming. The anime stuff didn't really work out. Okay, got them quick jabs. Whoa, what kind of punch was that? What the fuck was that? He like hit the ankle. Hold up, I gotta slow down the frame. Is he throwing something? What kind of arm do you got? Bro, it's literally just animating his hand like to it. Interesting. It's called a flicker jab, for real? We love our boxers.
I've been scared too.
Why do I feel like they made him like Steve Fox? He looks fun to play. He does. But he got projectiles too. Oh, he got a side. He got a. Ooh. Was that a fake? How does that work? That's fire. I wonder if that pertains to only specific moves. Like, does that only fake out mids or does that fake out lows and highs too? I wonder how that works. Steve's still better? Of course. Yeah, they did make him more like Steve. They even said they removed his kicks to be punches so he can only punch. I mean, he's moving like a boxer, which I like. That's cool. Ooh, he got the duck too? Yeah, I don't remember this in Street Fighter 5. Ooh, that's fire. God damn, they combined Steve Fox and Madam Web. Which, by the way, I watched a video last night. They said Madam Web is on pace to be the worst selling Marvel movie of all time. Sony and the MCU. Let's make that dream come true, chat. Don't go see that shit. He got the Madam Web. Oh, he looks fun to play. He moves like Steve, but he's still got his own thing going. That's fire. See, this is making me want to get on the game. This is fucking annoying, man. I don't have the time for this shit, man. Nor the energy, nor the resolve to play all these goddamn fighting games. This is fucking annoying. He looks fun. Yo, that's a crazy ultimate. He puts you in a web of lies. Like these web of lies that he locked Ken. Which, by the way, I love that he's beating up Ken. Fuck Ken players. But he locks you up in a web of lies. These web of lies contain the fact that people thought that Spider-Man 2 was going to win Game of the Year. And then while you hanging there, fighting for your life, he just punches you in the crotch, bruh. Bunch of dick punches. Yeah, little BDSM.
You could say I have potential.
When does he come out? I said I was waiting for Akuma. I might have to come back for Ed. Oh, it's available now. Nice. What's this TikTok? What is this?
And with this being, like, I guess, your first sort of superhero-esque project, would you want to do?
It's definitely a superhero.
Okay, all right,
project.
yeah.
It's not. She's like full-blown superhero.
Would you want to do this kind of thing more? Would you reprise the role for sequels or crossovers?
If they wanted me to come back, I would for sure.
It was a yes or no question though. Yeah, I'm not getting the vibe she feels too good about the movie. Yeah.
Being, like, I guess, your first sort of superhero-esque project, would you want to do?
It's definitely a superhero.
Okay, all right,
project.
yeah.
It's not. She's like
It's definitely like a superhero. Like, why is she so mad?
full-blown superhero.
Would you want to do?
Wait, why is she so mad about
More?
that?
Would you reprise the role for sequels or crossovers?
If they wanted me to come back,
What do you think would be worse, Madam Web or Morbius? I wouldn't be surprised if Madam Web is worse, but Morbius will always be funny because of the memes. I don't know if memes will spawn from this. This is Morbius is the good kind of bad. I feel like this is the bad kind of bad. Like it's gonna be where it's just nothing redeeming about it. There's no Morbin time from this shit. There's no Madam Web time. Let's see. I'm excited for the reviews though. She's gonna morph so hard in that movie. Bears in space.
I've been wandering for what seems like hours. If I don't find some water soon, I'm in danger of becoming a little thirsty.
Oh no.
Power
A first person bullet hell bear simulator. What the entire fuck?
Alright, Maxie, you got this guy.
Help the bear.
Time to boldly kill what no
Well, I'm getting like Duke Nukem meets Kuma from Tekken.
man has killed before.
Finally, Pete Gaming. Looks like this. Like, let's just make a goofy ass game, bro. I'm not mad at it.
Can you go ahead and kill them all before
Upgrade your arsenal.
It's the only way.
They got old school Galaga in this. Yeah, this is Pete Gaming.
That was cool.
So I feel like for a game like this to succeed, it doesn't look bad. I feel like for a game like this to succeed, because this is like an indie title, the game has to be fucking hilarious. Because from like a gameplay standpoint, it looks like a generic first person like Doom type shooter, but not as good as Doom. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the humor has to be on point for this. You said this is quadruple A. All right, bro, we're out of here. It looks okay though. It's random enough that it's interesting. It looks like a game is like, oh, if it was $20, I might try it. The Inquisitor. Is Cal Kestis in this joint? The year is 1533. So you know it's gonna be no black people in here unless you know. Ooh, this frame rate is in 1533 too. Oh boy.
Well, well, the Inquisitor himself. I'm happy to see you, Master.
These Assassin 2 ass graphics. Why it look like Sylvester Stallone had a baby with fucking Ezio Auditore? What the fuck is this character model? That's Sylvester Auditore. Like Rocky Auditore.
Did Venerable Yorga really poison the book?
Have you heard anything about a vampire?
I was joking, but this low-key is like an bootleg Assassin's Creed. Oh my god. Game Loft presents.
He was beheaded and gutted like a hog. The killer cut out the liver.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this shit looks horrible. Next. We have Bethesda at home ass game, which is funny because I can argue we have Bethesda at home ass game is Bethesda with Starfield. Oh shit. New content. The Goblin Den. Ooh. Was that the Joker? That was a Joker. Get off this game too. It'd be the most random ass trailers, man. World Light, No Time to Trip.
In the heart of
Shout out to Black Nomad with the sub. Shout out to the 600 people we got in here. If you're new, hit the follow button.
Take shape in the hands of a genius inventor.
Hey, yo. Hey, listen, man. I ain't never been this tired, bruh. I ain't never been this tired before. What did you do where you tooted your ass up before you went to bed and then your ass never came down? Next. I don't even know what that game is. Like, yeah, freaky ass devs, bro. He said he looked comfortable. I don't know. There's no way you could have been comfortable because you would have had that headset on. It's not even possible. It was smushing your face. Evil, evil. Adrenaline, adrenaline, adrenaline. Sensory overload. Vampire Doom. Ramirez the Berserker. Yo, Hispanic community, talk to me. Any Hispanic people in the chat? How y'all feel about every time y'all get representation, y'all name Ramirez? How y'all feel about that? Ramirez or Gonzalez, but usually Ramirez. How y'all feel about that? Rodriguez too. We'll throw that in there. Ramirez, come here. Hello, Ducky. Come here, my friend. Hi. Somebody needs a hug. Killmonger haircut vibes. Yeah. You're my friend, okay?
It would be so easy. Do you think that I have not planned for every eventuality?
Big yawn.
This is the same fate that the Aguirre would have met if he had opposed me.
Get off this. Didn't look horrible, but it looks like a Doom clone. Like, eh. Apex Legends Breakout official gameplay trailer. All right, let's do it. Are we coming back, chat? What's the vibe? We coming back? Apex?
It's an attitude you show up with.
Ramirez, no! He was a good man.
Every bloody drop.
Put in 10,000 hours. What a rush!
I want to know where they be finding this rap music, but they all sound the same. Put in 2,000 hours, work really hard, get in hours. Yeah, brother.
Hell yeah.
Those gentrified ass rap music.
Choice.
Hella perks, okay.
Gonna get rough as guts. Come on now, bring it. Here we go. Patching myself up a bit. I never quit.
We can't hide it when you just like
Thunderdome, bro. That's crazy. That sounds like the most fire ass top, bro. Shorty hit me with the Thunderdome, bro.
That's the best you got, mate.
You can't crash.
Yo, shout out to JJ with the sub.
Better luck next time.
600 bullets.
You really thought you belonged in here with professionals?
Ranked reloaded. 120 hertz.
You misguided sod.
You think that's it? You aren't ready for this dance.
Straight shot, limited time mode. 30 player matches. So like really basically quick BR. It's Victor from Tech and Chill.
And pay the price.
Fully kitted weapons. That might be fun. You get a fully kitted weapon like off the rip.
standards. Touch the top of that mountain. Nothing we cannot handle. Crowd favorites.
At 22, I'm too old for most multiplayer games already. To be fair, a lot of pro gamers do retire by the time they're like 31. They can't keep up with the cracked out reflexes of a 16-year-old. That's why I was laughing. Like people be like, I want to make this a career. Why? If you want to make some money, go for it. But I don't know about a career like long term.
World's greatest, and I'm still with the same team. It's us versus everything.
I love when the spotlight's on me. I'm always watching.
You want to be a real legend.
Zoom in, zoom out, zoom up.
Game's changing, mate.
All eyes on us.
So however you used to drop. Hardly a challenge. Time to drop a little hotter.
Time to drop a little hotter. What's the consensus on it? How do people feel about it? Make Titanfall 3 already. The world needs it. I know, right? That's fucking funny. What's the consensus on this? The first comment, make Titanfall 3, you fuckers. That's fucking funny. Oh shit, Skatefish. No, thank you. All right, let's see what IGN has to say about it.
Its 5th year anniversary, and season 20 is bringing about a complete overhaul to the classic.
But it's funny, but it's true. Like, fucking make it already. Like, what is the issue, man? There's such a gap open for like a good quality first-person shooter where you don't need to commit your whole life to it. Fucking make the game. How do you make the comments larger than that? Is it an extension? Yeah, I have some YouTube extension. I don't know what it's called. Let me see, extensions. It might be the web browser. Oh, wait, Magic Actions by YouTube. That's what it's called. Magic Actions by YouTube. Search it up. It lets you do a bunch of cool stuff.
Royale mode. Not only is Apex Legends getting a new performance 120 FPS mode for consoles, but also a new shield system, new leveling.
Gaming ain't dead, but first-person shooters are in a recession. I would agree with that.
To know about Apex Legends Breakout. When playing Battle Royale in Ranked or Casual in Apex Legends, you will now be using a leveling system to unlock better shields and modified abilities. When entering a game, you'll enter at level 1 with a basic shield. When you do class actions, do damage, or get kills, you'll get XP that will increase your level. Additionally, you can find Evil Harvesters around the world that will grant your team 400 XP. Think of this system like the FPS version of League of Legends match leveling.
Telling you all EA needs to do is bring back NFL and NBA Street. It's a money machine. It's debatable. I mean, I've talked about this a million times on stream, but I've actually had dinner with people from EA. And they've told me the reason, because I asked about that, the reason they don't bring back that as well as SSX is it's not a money machine. SSX, well, I think SSX is probably the best selling one, but NFL and NBA Street, definitely, they did not sell well. The way it was explained to me is they said it a really nice way. The gist of what I got is it's mostly black and brown people that love those games, but it doesn't have like mainstream appeal. It's not as popular. It's one of those, and it's hard to gauge it too, because like you gotta keep in mind, like you played NBA Street. I loved it. I loved NFL Street as well. But that was back when like the internet wasn't like a big thing. So there's no way to gauge. They're going off of the data that they have off of sales. There's no way to gauge it. I do think that they should roll the dice and at least try and see what the temperature is. And if it fails and they don't bring it back, I would understand. But from my understanding, they just didn't sell well. Same thing. Well, Fight Night is more of a licensing issue. Problem with boxing is it's just too all over the place. The NFL and the NBA are, one entity. Boxing, you got to license every fighter out. It can be kind of hard.
When your teammate performs a class action, you'll also get some points.
Shout out to you, TBH. I ain't watched the regular video since you put me on.
Opening the extra support
so I'd be saving hella time now.
Scanning ring consoles. There are 4 total levels, and each one comes with a shield upgrade and 2 modified abilities. At level 2, you get a choice between 2 modified abilities, and at level 3, you get your final.
Oh, so I was under the impression that you pick this loadout, and then as you level up, you automatically get them. That's cool. So as you're playing, depending on your situation, you might feel like this ability is better for this match. But next match, it might be this ability. That's pretty cool.
2 other modified abilities. These additions are meant to encourage different playstyles within the Battle Royale. When you do earn a level up, the prompt will come up on your screen and you can select your new modified ability immediately or open your inventory screen and select from there later.
I'm upgraded and ready to jam.
It's true. The same goes with those Def Jam games too. It's very interesting. Like I've watched some videos from like other content creators. And I'm not saying that like other demographics don't like it. I'm sure there are some white folks, some Asian folks that like the Def Jam games. But the Def Jam games are really popular amongst black and brown people. Because like I've watched some YouTube videos about that game, and like I've heard people say like very interesting takes on that game. I've heard people call the game weird. I never would have guessed wrestling and like to us, we're very fond of it. But then there's like other groups of people, they didn't play it. That's part of the reason I don't think we'll get another one too. It's very interesting. There's a world outside of you, basically. Oh, my bad.
Evo shields were the previous iteration where you could earn new shield levels.
Hip hop is pop now.
damage.
Mainstream, I would
The
say
new
yes.
shield will now only upgrade through the new XP level system in each match. When you earn a new level, your shield will upgrade and you'll earn a new pip or bar. And after you hit a new level, your
Yeah, I
shield
watched
will
Max play it recently. He had some interesting takes. See, and then here's to put it in perspective, right? Max is the only person I know who isn't black. I didn't know Max played it. I was just talking about a random YouTube video I watched where he had like some very interesting takes about it. Like there are people who are not fond of those games or they think it's like weird. So it's like just because you're fond of it, you got to remember it doesn't mean that's how everybody is. And just to put things in like the perspective, like the sales thing, right? Like I told you, I've had dinner with EA people and they've told me these things. If they're telling me that majority of people who bought those games were black and brown, like black people are only 10% of the United States. In Canada, it's probably what's the number? It's probably smaller. I don't know. If you take it look at all the major markets, there's not a big pool of money to draw from. So then, unless you're getting 100% sales on that small already pool, it doesn't really make sense. 13 in Canada, so basically the same as America. It's a very small pool of money to draw from versus when you could just go for 100%, something that appeals to everybody, if that makes sense. That's what it is. It's just a numbers thing.
also automatically regenerate slowly, but will pause if you take damage. Shields are no longer lootable in the world. The new name for the shields are shield cores. When you kill an enemy, you can loot their shield core, so the previous shield swapping is still something you can do.
What up, Beezy?
However, if the enemy has
licensing is probably hell too.
Your current shield, you'll only take an extra pip as a temporary overshield that will go away if you take damage. For example, let's say you're only level 2 and pick up a level 3 shield core. You'll get that full 3 bars, but the 4th bar will be temporary. There are items throughout the map that will instantly grant level ups, but they're a bit rare, so the best way to go about increasing your shield permanently is by leveling.
I see you checking up the update. Yeah, I'm trying to see what the vibe is.
Shield system, a few mechanics have been adjusted to the Battle Royale. The crafters will no longer require any materials to craft, but instead will also no longer hold a weekly and daily rotation of weapons or attachments.
Max had some surprising. Who was surprised how good Fight for New York was?
Batteries and respawn matters if your party has a support legend. You can only use a crafter once, but the time to craft is almost immediate. If you spend too much time outside of the ring in Season 20, you'll be prompted to get back into the safe zone with a timer that counts down overhead. So don't think you can get away with looting or healing in the zone to cheese your matches.
Who's really doing that though?
How are you feeling about these new Battle Royale changes? Let us know. For more Apex news, be sure to stay.
What's the vibe? Are they going to talk about Titanfall 3 again? Whether you love or hate these changes, you can't deny this greatly helps the game stand out amongst the other Battle Royale games. True, true, true. Hella people in ranked. Did it come out already? Helldivers Apex stream. I'm playing Helldivers because motherfuckers voted with their wallets for that shit. Have you wanted to get back into the finals? Nah, too many games came out. The finals came out at the wrong time. This shit look ashy already. Yeah, we don't care nothing about no ashy game.
Rated M from.
Ooh, Rise of Ronin. You gotta put this shit in full screen behind the scenes. Hey, buddy, listen. I'm gonna throw your squid one more time, and then you gotta get off my bumper. All right.
Mature.
My dear sister, I write these lines with a heavy heart as I find myself once more imprisoned by Shogunate forces.
The feds got him.
Corrupt men accuse me of treason, but I say it is they who betray our land, leaving her in great despair. They are scared and weak, clinging to power.
Right.
No matter the cost.
Right.
Let them pass judgment.
Right.
For I chose my fate.
I'm done. I'm done. No, thank you. Beep, 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 beep.
Like
beep, 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 beep.
The sea. It struck fear into their hearts that
Thank
night.
you.
But for me, a flame was kindled,
Rise of Indictment.
flickering with the promise of a new Japan.
Oh shit, the Europeans are coming in. So it's during that era. This is like The Last Samurai starring fucking Tom Hanks, or no, not Tom Hanks. Who was it? The guy from Mission Impossible. Tom Cruise, my bad.
She can be sovereign, and she can be free. Seize this opportunity, my sister.
Tom Hanks was the Wilson!
Seek allies wherever you find them, and bring them to our call. For if our vision is to succeed...
Yeah, wrong Tom, my bad. Tom from MySpace. I think this would be better than Foam Stars. All right, buddy. It's not hard to do that.
Rise of the Ronin is without a doubt Team Ninja and Koei Tecmo's.
I got my dog as a puppy. I got him when he was 3 months. So, I mean, he's literally gotten big on stream.
Biggest and most ambitious project to date.
I feel like it's gonna be cold. This shit look cold.
Team Ninja has always designed action games.
No, thank you. Get a life.
Design, beep, 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 beep. Which leads to an all-powerful boss. This time, I wanted to make a game where the player could fully immerse themselves into the game's world, the universe and story.
How much does he weigh now? He's like 50-something pounds. I like how the pacing is fast.
Powerful Ronin, trained from a young age as one half of a pair by a secretive group known as the Veiled Edge. Separated from your blade twin for the first time, you now find yourself alone.
I don't know how the new AC Japan gonna top this. I'm saying, bruh, between Ghost of Tsushima and this, I know Ubisoft got to be punching a fucking wall right now. We should have been dropped. Yeah, you should have been dropped, bitch. The fuck?
The Bakumatsu era.
We should have listened to our fans.
In history for Japan. American gunboats.
Yeah, they're bad.
Arrived off the coast of Japan in the mid-1800s, forcing Japan to...
I'm getting Hatham vibes from him from Assassin's Creed 3. This nigga like dubious. He ready to fucking I'm here to colonize, but we gotta put up with the samurai sword. Get that colonization out of here, bitch.
Open up its market to the Western powers.
Defending our nation against capitalism. Fuck that shit.
This caused great turmoil in the country between the ruling shogunate.
Put loot in the air.
Power while containing both the threat from the West.
See, I'm already liking the story because like this is like real shit. You feel me? Like we fighting against we not fighting demons and shit. We fighting mega corporations, capitalism, the expansion, manifest destiny. It was my destiny to cut your throat.
As well as the anti-shogunate forces, such as the Choshu clan, who wanted to
Yeah, it's by the same people who made Neo.
Change the way Japan was run.
As the smoke rises, so shall we. So shall we!
You could say that Haji and the Shoka Shinjuku school was the birthplace of this ideology, following the teachings of its most influential figure in Yoshida Shoin.
I don't know if I'm gonna buy this or Dragon's Dogma 2. I've made it very clear I'm playing this before Dragon's Dogma 2. Y'all know I like this Japanese shit.
World in a different time. I believe he could be compared to Socrates. I wanted to depict his teachings and his life from the moment I started working on Rise of the Ronin. He wasn't just a philosopher.
Ooh, you know what? Hypothesis. The game is called Rise of the Ronin because the story is European influences are expanding on Japan and they're trying to defend their land. And the samurai want to do it the samurai kind of like honorable way. But you go against your clan and say the only way we're going to defeat these colonizers is we're going to have to play dirty. Because a Ronin is a samurai without a master or a samurai that kind of walked away and they're kind of walking their own path, basically. So you turn into a samurai that plays dirty. Ooh. Just a thought. I'm just saying it could be.
Importance of taking action.
The people must rise and demand revolution. How else can change endure?
You said pretty much Tsushima, right? Yeah, but those were those were Mongolians though, yeah.
Rise of the Ronin is set during the period known as Bakumatsu, and at the moment that is the darkest before dawn. The darkness is represented by the constant political pressure piling on the shogun, widespread disease, and several battles being fought and lost.
Hence why he uses blickies too, right?
I wanted to show that energy building up in these darkest moments, while the people waited for everything to implode. I was impressed how the team focused on every detail during the creation of this universe. A great story unravels based on actual.
You playing this with subtitles? I gotta hear the English dub. Have they shown it? If the dub is okay, I'll play it in English. But I'm not gonna lie, this game probably might be better in Japanese with subtitles.
From the cities and villages to the historical figures depicted.
It's Team Ninja BioGreen.
Or Sakamoto Ryon.
His fit is clean.
There's also a specific energy from that period in history.
Hey, hold up. This nigga got a cannon on his shoulder? We not for to slide past that. Hold up. They showing something right here. Oh, no. Okay, no. He's holding a 6-shot. Okay, never mind. I thought he had a cannon on his shoulder. I was like, oh, this is some alternate timeline shit. What the fuck?
There's also a specific energy from that period in history that the team as a whole.
Yeah, that Smith and Wesson on him.
Within the game.
Looking at the Bakumatsu era, it was a time where multiple schools of thought and cultures were merging together. I wanted to express that chaotic world through sound. When it came to the
Is this a Souls-like game? I think some of that's in it, some of that DNA, but they've already came out like the day they announced it. There was an article released. They interviewed the developers. They said you'll be able to adjust the difficulty. So if you want to play like a little bitch, like a little pussy on easy mode, I think it's more of an action game. I don't think this will be as hard as Neo or like Elden Ring or some shit like that. I think it's more action.
Related with the
you can button mash.
Coming to Japan by having an Occidental composer, Inon Zur, join us on the project.
It's interesting to notice that the
think Ninja Gaiden? Ninja Gaiden was hard. I don't know. We getting on Helldivers? I'm gonna play it tonight when I come back from my workout. Ninja Gaiden was hard. I don't know if it's like Ninja Gaiden.
Instruments that are carrying most of the melodies and the score are one Japanese and one.
Ninja Gaiden was the original Dark Souls.
On one hand, it's very westernized, but playing the Japanese melodies, it's almost like talking to this era. And the shakuhachi on
double stream.
Such a strong Japanese signature, but when it plays the music from the score,
they made Ninja Gaiden. This is true. They made Neo too, though. I was saying, I feel like it's gonna be somewhere in between those two.
This choice really added to the whole soundscape of the score.
From an art perspective, it was not just about building a large-scale world, which would have been planned. So, in order to avoid that, we've worked on building landmarks during the process. Yokohama, Edo, Kyoto. It turns out Koei Tecmo has offices in these 3 locations, making them somewhat familiar. So it was easy to start to build an image for them.
Oh, that shit.
Obviously, these locations were very different back then, though. While we looked at these and continued our research process, we realized we had to add more texture to the game.
When you make an appearance in the Tekken lobby, sir,
on
I'm busy, man. I'm making this content.
In order to build
one day,
Ronin's environment.
I did play Nomad the other day. Wasn't nobody in them.
As you wander through various locations, some territories are dangerous as they are controlled by bandits.
Oh no.
Alternatively, a city would be ruled differently, bringing in new types of challenges and battles. You can feel how that was recreated as you play the game.
Ooh, nice little counter system.
I believe players will be able to enjoy that.
It is time to end this.
It's time to do. What is that? Is that co-op? What the fuck was that? Oh no, he's just following an NPC. Never mind. Chapter 2, the fight. So they're gonna focus more on gameplay next time. March 22nd. It's coming. We definitely gotta keep our eye on this dev diary. I need every like good game to do these type of dev diary type joints. And then last but not that's a day one cop, man. Last but not least, Soul Mask. What is this? Oh my god, Far Cry Primal head ass. The Flint, Michigan tribe. The Fang over Fang tribe. I'm not watching that Star Citizen shit. What kind of game? Shout out to Charles with the sub. What kind of game is this? What kind of game is this? Are we gonna get some gameplay? This is like a... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Talk about a fucking disappointment. No, thank you. Steam Early Access survival game.